Hey guys, my name is Dawson, his name is Justin, and today we are going to give our review for Captain America Civil War, which is directed by the Russo brothers and is the newest installment in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, this movie came out, of course, May 6th, so we're way past the due date. The due date? We're having a baby. Way past the, are you rubbing my knee?
You'll be
Way
a great
past
mother.
release date. But like we did in our last video, IMDb 8.3 out of 10 on Rotten Tomatoes 90%, Metacritic 75%. So that's all three of the 75% is pretty good.
Yeah.
From the last movie we saw where it had like a what 40%.
Yeah.
I mean for Apocalypse, but I feel like all of these are good ratings,
Yeah.
good reviews.
I mean, I
Um,
always am happy to get a C on a test, so.
um, But like I said, Russo Brothers directed this one. They also directed Winter Soldier, and they'll be directing Infinity War or whatever it's going to be called in the future. Hence, they're renaming it.
Hmm.
But Justin, what did you think about the movie?
I thought it was a very strong film. I've heard a lot of people on both sides like talking good and bad against it. Like a lot of people are calling it like just a cash cow for all like the superheroes they put into it.
It is.
Yeah,
It obviously is.
yeah, but I thought it was still a really strong movie.
Oh yeah, it's a perfect installment in the cinematic universe. It. I shouldn't say it stayed true to the comics because it really didn't at
Hmm.
all. But it's a cinematic universe. You're not gonna be able to get all the rights for all the characters that are in the movie, but they got Spider Man. They got Spider Man, which I'm so excited about because I've said it a bunch on my personal channel. Spider Man has been my favorite superhero since I was a little kid. And seeing him in Civil War,
Hmm.
played by Tom Holland, of course, the new Spider Man, was absolutely fantastic. And he stole the show in a lot of scenes.
Yeah.
I feel like the three show stealers were Spider Man, Ant Man, and Black Panther. They were the three still show stealers because they're the newcomers. They're
Hmm.
newcomers. So when you're a steel shower, you're the newcomer. Of course, Chris Evans as Captain America, always fantastic.
Of
Robert Downey
course.
Jr. as Iron Man, always
Of
fantastic.
course.
Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow, always
Always hot.
fantastic. And my one of my new favorite characters because I loved him in Winter Soldier, but seeing him in this movie was fantastic. I can't remember what his it's Sebastian Stan, sorry. Uh, him as Winter Soldier, as
Hmm.
Bucky, he's fantastic.
True.
He's absolutely fantastic. And
True.
seeing the relationship between Steve, and Bucky is just
Hmm.
it's fantastic. We've seen it for years, but just seeing it in this movie and all the twists and turns it takes through their friendship and through all the different teams was just
Hmm.
cool. Really cool seeing. Let's talk about the two villains of the movie. There's one villain, but let's first talk about Crossbones.
Okay, so I have some words about this because, like, in all like the advertisement stuff, like Funko right there, you can see there's a Crossbones pop. I thought he was about to be like like not a massive role in the movie, but a somewhat bigger role than just a suicide bomber.
Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna be in the beginning of the movie, and then immediately killed
Hmm.
by Scarlet Witch. Which, by the way, spoilers. If you haven't seen the movie, it's almost been a month.
I mean, this is a movie review. Why are you watching this? It's not a spoiler review.
We should put spoilers in the titles. That'd be easier. I'm gonna change the X Men Apocalypse title too to a spoiler.
Hmm.
Um, but he dies in the hands of Scarlet Witch, and
Well, it's kind of his own fault too because he was just a suicide bomber. He's
yeah,
gonna die either
he was
way.
gonna kill all the people around him. Which Scarlet Witch is played by the beautiful Elizabeth Olsen. I'll call about to call her something else. Elizabeth Olsen, awesome. Again,
Yeah,
also
she's
Scarlet
great.
Witch. Still wish they didn't kill off Quicksilver. I feel
Yeah, we
like
got a
he'd be.
better one.
Yeah, but I still liked him. I still
Yeah,
liked his character.
he's a cool dude.
But it's such a great film. It's such
Hmm.
a great installment. We got to talk a little bit about the actual uh, airport fight because
Hmm.
that was the
That's
biggest
the
part.
whole part of the movie, basically.
It's one of the biggest parts in the movie. It's the biggest fight sequence, at least in the movie.
Hmm.
So what's your thoughts on that?
So the airport fight scene, I thought was really cool. Seeing Giant Man was really cool. I
Mm-hmm.
thought it. I mean, of course,
Played by
make
Paul Rudd.
yeah. Like making somebody giant will never look great,
No.
but it looked good for what it was.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like after seeing in Legends of Tomorrow them doing making atom giants, it was like it's 10 times better than that. I mean, of course, it's movie budget and they can polish things a lot better, but it looked good for what it was.
Uh huh.
All the fights in it, like we heard that Scarlet Witch was going, or not Scarlet Witch, Black Widow was going to be like a double agent, but like my whole brain, even like while watching the movie, I kind of forgot about that thing. But the whole thing, my brain was thinking like she was going to be on Captain America's side and switch over to Iron Man's side.
No,
That was quite the opposite.
he's on Iron Man's side,
Yeah.
and it really the entire movie is people thought there was gonna be more fighting between Iron Man and Cap, but
Mm-hmm.
it's really between Bucky and Steve's friendship,
Mm-hmm.
and it really showed because the whole airport fight scene was really because they're trying to get Bucky.
Mm-hmm.
So the fight scene was great. Spider-Man fighting both Bucky and Falcon in the airport,
His
yeah, in the
his
airport.
fanboying was funny as hell.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, my favorite part was even about to say Paul Rudd, but Scott Lang's thing like you're Captain America, you're Captain America.
Both are
Oh,
fanboying.
oh, you're the Magic Lady. You're cool too. Just that whole thing of fanboying is just really cool. Like you're Ant-Man, you're Giant Man, you're fantastic, but you're meeting Captain America, a person you've heard about
Mm-hmm.
for your entire life. That's really cool. But the airport scene was fantastic. A lot of CGI.
Mm-hmm.
Not many practical effects at all.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing a picture of Batman v Superman next to Civil War because they're kind of comparing like the CGI. Like you could totally tell that the entirety of Batman v Superman is CGI. All their suits are practical.
Mm-hmm.
Half the set's practical. You go and see. Remember when they're walking? Spider-Man's like they're not stopping. Whatever. When they're walking towards each other.
Yeah.
The only person that's actually there is Scarlett Johansson. Everybody else in that entire scene is CGI. I'll bring it up real quick, actually, just because it's freaking insane. Like they made no real suits. Like
I mean, but most people there could be there in a real suit and not.
they could be there in real suits, so why not? They have
Like,
a
a lot of
giant
people-
budget.
A lot of people up there have real suits. Yeah.
The only person there. So here's the picture.
I mean,
Then look at Batman Superman.
Spider-Man, they could have him in a real suit.
And they did have him. They did have him at the
Yeah,
end.
so why wouldn't they have him there?
You can see that. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
with that-
bring on the brightness real quick.
Yeah.
Look at that. The only person that's actually there, you can barely see it though, is
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson's character. She's the only one that's actually there on
Let
green
me see
screen.
again.
It gets just like
I mean,
it's so unnecessary.
I understand like Iron Man.
You can
and
have
War
Black
Machine.
Panther there. You can have Spider-Man there. You could even have Vision hanging by the ceiling, like they've done it before. Like even like parts of Rhodey's and Stark's costumes are realistic to the helmets.
Yeah.
The only person there, it's Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
It's totally uncalled for.
The opposite side was Hawkeye, Captain America, Falcon,
Agent 13,
Agent 13,
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. So I'm assuming most of them were there in costume.
I'm assuming so
Because-
because a lot of their stuff is practical.
Yeah, like Ant-Man, he has a practical costume. Captain America is practical.
Falcon has practical costume.
Yeah, he's practical until the point he starts flying.
So is Evans.
Yeah,
Chris Evans' costume.
yeah. So
And-
they're basically all practical.
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch is practical.
Scarlet Witch is practical.
She has a freaking jacket on and a shirt.
Yeah.
That's her whole.
But it's just like it. They totally could have made a costume for them, and they have costumes for them.
Mhm.
It's just like why not put them on the screen?
Mhm.
Just to whatever. But that whole sequence is cool.
Mhm.
Seeing Vision fly around.
Definitely.
Phasing through stuff. Spider-Man, he's gotten bigger. He got bigger. Why? No. Rhodey was like, why is the small dude big now? And then we had to talk about Rhodey. There was supposed to be a death in the movie, or at least somebody was supposed to get hurt,
Mm-hmm.
and it was Rhodey.
Yeah, of course.
We find out that Ant-Man, Giant Man, threw him, and crushed his flying things or whatever. His what do they call it? His boots, his pulsar, whatever.
Yeah, their pulsars.
Whatever. Throws him, and then Rhodey lands and crushes his spine,
Mm-hmm.
and he's paralyzed from the waist down now. But Stark is creating some technology to help him walk again. We'll probably see him walk in the next movie.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. If they make an Iron Man 4, they'll probably see him walk, or even not Age of Ultron, but Infinity War.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Um,
I'm sure he'll pop up again or something.
Oh, he
for
will.
Infinity War.
He's Don Cheadle's awesome. He's awesome, and but yeah, just seeing everybody in the movie, they handled Spider-Man so well.
Mm-hmm.
A really crazy thing. Spider-Man has more lines in Civil War than Superman has in Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's so
Um,
crazy, especially when you're in the title of the movie.
One thing I seen was like I seen a lot of love and hate for Spider-Man on both sides. Like
Yeah.
there's people that were like he was perfect for the role, and people was like they should have chose somebody else.
Yeah.
But like beforehand I was like I don't know if he's gonna be great for the role. But I wasn't 100%. I said some things against it because he just looked incredibly young. But I'm not all put on like Spider-Man knowledge, so
He's a teenager.
yeah, I understand that. But
He's
so
in
am I.
high school.
Yeah, and so are you. But you're not Spider-Man.
Doesn't matter.
But and I've seen some love and some hate for him. Like I've seen tweets about like, oh, he was like, the best part of the movie. Oh, he was not
For
very
me,
good.
he was the best part of the movie because I'm a Spider-Man fan. So of course, I love and hate all the Spider-Man movies for certain reasons, but he was just fantastic. His role was the way they shoehorned it in, shoehorned it in. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
And but I can totally see it. Some people didn't like him. That's fine. Some people don't like fucking Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark.
I mean,
Happens, even though he's perfect.
After 8 years of filming of Iron Man, it's kind of just
like
need to love him.
Yeah. But he won't be around for much longer. We got a few years left of him.
Yeah, but
he already wants to be part of Homecoming. He's already a part of Homecoming.
Yeah, Captain America wants to be a part of Homecoming.
Yeah.
It seems like everybody wants to get in on Homecoming.
Yeah, it's Spider-Man.
I mean, it's gonna be the first Spider-Man movie that's gonna be good. So
hey.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me why they rebooted it twice in the past decade.
How about you shut the hell up?
Anyways,
then let's end it off by talking about. Well, I want to talk about one thing. We didn't talk about the other villain, like we said. So we talked about Crossbones and how he was kind of like nothing.
Yeah, he was a suicide bomber. He was a terrorist.
Well, let's talk about Baron Zemo, who was played by. I'm going to bring up his name right now, because I don't know his name. I know he's not foreign, but he has a very foreign name. He might be foreign actually. I don't know. Daniel Bruhl. But he played Baron Zemo, which you don't know is Captain America villain. He usually wears the purple mask and the weird fur thing right here. Did he need to be in the movie? No. But did I hate him in the movie? No. I didn't. I didn't hate him in the movie. He was fine. He really was. There's only one scene that in the movie where he actually did something that made the team do something else. He only was involved with one really, really crucial part in the movie, which is where we find out how Tony's parents died.
Yeah.
That's the only part that he really is involved in. The rest of the parts is just he's just there doing stuff, trying to get Bucky to speak or trying to activate the Winter Soldier within him
with his trigger words.
Yeah.
Homecoming.
Stop sign.
I think one was like freight car.
I am doobie. Please don't be mean to us. But he was fine. He was a great actor. I think he's a good actor. I've seen him in a few other things, but he was fine in the movie. Didn't need to be there, but he was fine. But overall, we're starting a new thing, which is a star rating.
Yeah.
Out of 5, what would you give Captain America Civil War? 4. Giving it a 4?
Sure.
I will also give it a 4. It is a solid movie.
It's definitely strong.
And it's long. Very long movie. But I would say it's worth it. It is worth it. And now, since we're at the end of the video, we should talk about the after credit scenes. There's 2 of them in Civil War, and the first one you'll talk about.
First one was
Black Panther.
Black Panther. He took him to some secret place, hiding from the Avengers. He took Captain America and Winter Soldier, and
They put Bucky on ice.
Yeah, put him on ice until they could figure out how to reverse his brain and make him not triggerable.
Yeah.
Which that was cool to see. I hope he's not on ice for long. I hope they figure it out sometime soon.
Yeah.
Because he's a cool character.
Well, you got to think they're in Uganda.
Yeah.
And they are the richest nation in the entire world. Black Panther is the richest superhero in the entire world. He has enough scientists to reverse Winter Soldier's condition. And the second one I'll talk about because it's Spider-Man. Spider-Man Homecoming, coming out in 2017.
It's like July
7th, 2017.
Or the 7th, yeah.
July 7th, 2017.
Yeah.
And they did a little bit of a crit scene after that. It's basically after the fight, and Peter has a black eye, and Aunt May is, giving him some ice, which the new Aunt May is something else.
Aunt Bay.
Aunt Bay. And he's playing with his new web shooters that Tony gave him, and it projects a thing on the ceiling, and it's the original Spider-Man symbol, just a circle with his original Spider-Man mask symbol on it, logo,
cool.
whatever it is. It was short, sweet. I enjoyed it. The theater cheered after the movie. It was great. It was a great, solid film. So four, and that is pretty much it for this video. So take us out.
So, thank y'all for watching. We both appreciate you sticking around for a good 15 minutes. It's definitely shorter than the last one. Definitely more towards the size of a movie review should be. Maybe still a bit long, but we'll work on that. But, thank y'all for watching. Comment, subscribe if you enjoy, as always. And we'll see y'all in our next review.
Wait. What'd you guys think of the movie?
Yeah, leave us in the comment below.
What'd you guys think of the movie? Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see you in our next review, our next vlog, or next whatever we're going to do next. But, yeah, see you next time.